Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om. Somaha. This word has three different meanings. Soma can be split as sa plus uma. So the first meaning is Lord Shiva is the one who is with Mother Uma, Mother Parvati. And all of us know that on the left side of Lord Shiva is Mother Parvati. So Somaha means the Lord with Mother Parvati, symbolizing Purusha and Prakriti together. They are the father and the mother of the whole universe. So the second meaning of the word Soma means a deity who presides over this Somalatā, from which Soma-rasa is made, and drinking which there is a relative immortality that the devatas attain, as well as it is good for the human beings. Now we have to understand this properly, because there are lots of wrong notions about Soma-rasa. People think it is alcohol. People think somalatā means the weed, and the Soma-rasa is an intoxicant, but it is not true. More than 1200 mantras are there in the Rig Veda describing the nature of Soma. And this Soma is a deity, just like Indra is a deity, Agni is a deity. And these deities also have a physical expression. So Agni as a deity also manifests as physical fire. Indra as a deity also manifests through rain. Same way, Soma as a deity also manifests through the somalatā, the creeper. Today it is extinct, it is not even available. Even many centuries ago, it had become extinct actually. So if somebody says Soma-rasa means an intoxicant, it is not true. Soma is the name of a deity who appears as this somalatā. And this somalatā, the leaves are taken and they are crushed. The Soma-rasa is made out of it, which is further purified, and that is offered in the yajna. So what is offered in the yajna, that is consumed by the devatas. Especially the Soma-rasa is very sacred and very dear to Agni and Indra. There are many different opinions about Soma-rasa, but certain things which the scholars agree are that it is a sacred plant, it is not an intoxicant. It is used in Havan as a offering, as an oblation for the devatas. Amongst the devatas, it is Agni and Indra who like this Soma-rasa maximum. And ultimately, through Agni, it is Indra who consumes the Soma-rasa. It is the Soma-rasa is supposed to be red in color. And the Somalatā has become extinct. It is not available today. The Rig Veda has mentioned about its nature and various places it used to be found earlier, but today it is extinct. Now, what is the importance of this Soma? Now, when this Soma-rasa is offered in the Havan, Indra and the various devatas, they get strength from the essence of this Soma-rasa offered in the Havan. And after that, this Soma-rasa is consumed by the performer and the yajman of the Havan as a yajna shesha. So it is supposed to strengthen the body, energize the prana, make the mind quiet and powerful, increase the virility in the body. So the impact of this Soma-rasa is completely different than alcohol. It is not to be confused with alcohol or any other intoxicant, because this alcohol makes us dull, kills the brain cells, makes us incoherent, makes us even unconscious. But Soma-rasa is responsible for the relatively long lifespan here and as well as for the devatas, and a healthy lifespan. Hence, there are specific yajnas also called Soma yajnas, which are done. It is said, sōmēna sōmamārādhyaṃ pītvā ṭēṣaṃ Shivasya tam jānāmi samyak tam sōmam Shivam Shambu Maheshwaram. After that Soma-rasa has been extracted and offered to Shiva, one drinks that Soma-rasa and worships the deity called Soma. And who is the deity called Soma? So the mantra here says that Soma is none other than Shiva, Shambhu and Maheshwara. Because it is Shiva who energizes, who increases our strength, our virility, and ultimately gives us immortality also. So Soma-rasa has a symbolic meaning also with this. Apart from the physically energizing aspect, and Somapan has been mentioned in the Vedas. Today, of course, it is not possible because that Soma-rasa is not available. So physical Soma-rasa pan we cannot do. But Soma-rasa also has two other meanings. The literal meaning of the word Soma means the delight of existence. Soma-rasa being extracted from the Soma plant, meaning through our hard work, by being in our swadharma, doing what we really love to do, which is our core competency, the joy that we experience in our heart, that joy is called Soma-rasa. And as we live in that joy day after day, there is still some amount of ego, sense of doership, sense of enjoyership. Just like we purify the Soma-rasa before we offer it in the havan, same way, this joy that we feel inside of the swadharma, of doing what we truly love, that joy of work is still having some impurities like ego, doership, enjoyership. Those have to be removed by dedication, by sadhana. And that rasa is the rasa of immortality, where one realizes that I am one with that Lord, I am one with that Supreme Lord Shiva. So when we say Soma-rasa provides immortality, subjectively it means that Soma-rasa is the state of absolute bliss, which we experience when we transcend ego, we transcend doership, enjoyership, and we realize our supreme infinite state. That state of immortality is what this Soma-rasa leads to. That is the Vedantic meaning and the symbolic meaning of Soma-rasa pan. And here it is said, Lord Shiva is of the nature of that Soma-rasa. He is of the nature of immortality. He is of the nature of the joy in the work that we experience. So symbolically speaking, somalatā is this body of ours. Soma-rasa is the delight, the joy, and the state of immortality that we can experience through this human body. And the process of extracting this Soma-rasa and purifying it before offering it in the havan is the process of sadhana, tapasya that we can do to experience this supreme state. So this is the deeper meaning. This is the most beautiful meaning of Soma-rasa. And we should know that the Lord revels in that state of Soma, because he is Soma. He is of the nature of immortality. So let us not have this misconception that Soma-rasa means an intoxicant. And nowhere in the scriptures it is mentioned that Lord Shiva drinks bhang, Lord Shiva does weed. Some people want to engage in these activities and then they have superimposed it on Lord Shiva, and then there are pictures and paintings, etc., showing Lord Shiva in this state. But the Shastra does not support this at all. The joy that Lord Shiva experiences is the joy of immortality. Intoxicants and weed and bhang, etc., are nowhere close to that joy of immortality. So let us not misunderstand that supreme state and justify any behavior in the name of if Lord Shiva can do drugs and weed and marijuana, then I can also do. That is a completely false notion, and we should reject that. So first meaning of the word Soma is one who is with Mother Uma. Second meaning is one who is of the nature of Soma as a deity and as immortality. And third meaning of Soma is the moon. So moon is called as Soma. And Lord Shiva is called Soma here because moon is cool. And that cool rays of the moon are also nectarine. They nourish the vegetable kingdom. In the 15th chapter also the Lord says that becoming the moon, the Lord nurtures all the aushadhis, the vegetable kingdom. So the coolness of the moon, the nectarine quality of the moon is what is equated to Lord Shiva. And hence Lord Shiva is called Soma because he is also cool, calm, composed. And only such a mind can realize that absolute state of immortality. which is what we call as Amrit, which is nectar. So whenever we look at the moon, we should remember the Supreme Lord Shiva. Whenever we see the Lord with Mother Uma, we remember him as Soma. And whenever we find delight in the work that we do, and whenever we do any sadhana, where we learn to drop the ego, doership and enjoyership, that state also is Soma, that is Shiva. This name of Lord Shiva is also praised in the Rudram Chamakam, where it says, namah Somāya cha rudrāya cha. Salutations to the one who is of the nature of Soma and Rudra. So may we experience that absolute state of immortality of Soma.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.